Kingsport gray. I love that color. Damn. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Maybe if you watched our last video, you noticed that we're starting to do things maybe a little bit differently, okay? We're gonna try weekly vlogging, which I think is gonna get kind of back to the roots of the channel. Hello, Zach. Hello. Kind of get back to the roots of the channel, where it's just more personable, more like you guys are hanging out with us in the shop, and we're just gonna take you along. So we've got in my shop, we just moved this in last night, Zach's first gen.
The Lacey bought me for my birthday. Was it my birthday?
No.
Christmas?
Kind of Christmas. Kind of Christmas, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
Just for because you're a good boyfriend. But so it's gonna be his first gen 12 valve swapped first gen.
So for all you people over there that's like, they didn't make them first gens single cab short beds, this is actually a D100 that we converted to a 12 valve motor.
I still consider them first gens.
Yeah, it's still a first gen. But you know you're gonna have all the people in the comments that are just like, that's not a damn first gen, Jimmy.
100%. That's what they say about my D150 too. But you know, all the same generation in my eyes. So we're gonna show you guys what we've got going on here so far.
As you can see, it's a bare frame and it's powder coated. This was supposed to be just a simple, quick build, and you know, typical fashion. Here we are with the frame off. We got a 12 valve for it. It's a 13 mil drag and flow pump from industrial injection. Some big old flux injectors. Logan, that works for Weston Champlin's, building the compound setup, and it's an S369 S488 setup.
That's looking sick too.
So it's going to be a spicy little street unit here. So now it's just time to put this thing all back together. So we didn't really film a whole lot of the process up to here because you know I'm terrible at that part. But Ethan boxed the frame, prepped the cross member, got the exhaust hangers in. I powder coated all of the inner fenders, battery trays, fuel tank straps, cross members, all that good stuff. Our good friends at QA1 sent us a fresh set of coilovers for this thing.
Man, they're so tiny compared to what we're used to on the
so
big trucks.
We converted the coil spring front end to coilover. And in the rear, we're going to do a 2-leaf with a vertical mount coilover in the rear.
So what is your reasoning for that? Just better ride quality altogether?
Better ride quality, and we do the cow tracks in the rear. It'll help it hook better.
What's your purpose with this build?
It's going to be a fun little driver. Like if we need to go to Dallas.
That's what he says about everything, guys.
This one's actually going to be a driver.
Okay. It's
going to have AC, heat, cruise control, no full manual valve body. I ain't shifting shit. Put it in D and go.
Burnouts.
Ishimoto, shout out to them. Radiator and 7.3 intercooler for it. We got some oversized lines from Shide. Some good old valve springs, a whole bunch of new parts. Everything on this thing should be new. AC stuff's new, blower motor, alternator, all new steering components, all new brakes. Speedmaster sent us their Builder 9-inch. It's a 40 spline third member. Did quick 40 spline axles in it. Their disc brake conversion, so shout out to Speedmaster. So yeah, should be a fun little truck. Full exhaust, no hood stack, straight pop-up style.
Sleeper?
Sleeper. Do you want to show what we did the interior?
Yeah. So this is what Zach did to the interior without me, which I'm still salty about.
Turns out I got yelled out for that.
Yeah, so as if this isn't my favorite thing to do, he painted all the inside and then Dynamat under here.
We got new speakers, we got a new head unit for it. We're gonna have the seat redone in black diamond stitch. We gotta put new glass in because you know you can't have no sliding back glass, you need a solid back glass like we did in yours. So it's going to be like this, just a diesel version.
Copycat.
I am copying. I actually stole your wheels.
I know.
Yeah, sure.
Can I powder coat those?
Sure. I'll let you do that since I did the floors.
There's my poor Kodiak back there. It runs now, though. Cap's got it running, and we're doing some little cosmetic things. And then we're going to post this baby for sale. How's she running, Cap?
She runs like a charm.
Runs like a damn charm.
Like a damn charm.
Yeah, I think... Oh, yeah, these are the new lights.
Those are the new lights.
New lights, new tires, new transmission.
Yeah, new lights, new tires, new transmission. Got the piston fixed. We're going to fix the tune today, right?
Yep.
Instructions were not in
Okay, so when Ethan built these coilover mounts, we had these, you know, we won't say which ones these are, but we had these coilovers. So we fit them up. We didn't realize that the QA ones, you know, the good guys, the good ones, over here, over yonder. Oh, not that one. I need this one.
This one?
No, this one. The solid bushing style, like we ordered, has a smaller bolt hole than what we fabbed up for. So we're going to swap the rear coilovers that we have for these coilovers and just put these in the back and make it work instead of calling and order new stuff. Is that right, Cappy Cat?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you just got to make shit happen, even though you don't know what you're doing.
All right, y'all, so we've got the Detroit steel wheels off my D150 in the booth today. These are gonna be going on the first gen build, and I'm gonna powder coat them the same Kingsport gray as the frame and all the other little pieces. And although I really loved how they looked on my D150, I'm going with a little bit of a different look with turning it into strictly a burnout truck. Gonna be wrapping it and kind of going away from the old school look. Just wrapping though, because I know I'm gonna wanna take the wrap off and go back to the old school look, but just for that season, just for this season. So passing down my Detroits to Zach for the D150 build, and I think it's gonna look pretty good. So let's get into it.
So I got to run over to Infamous. They just built us a set of A-arms for this thing and go mount the Detroit steels. So Cap and Ethan's going to continue putting this and this together, and then we'll put the motor in it and make it a roller. Put the cab on it tonight. You know what you're doing?
Of course.
All right, so we got this thing a roller. Got the QA ones vertical mounted. We did a 2-leaf pack. Lacey got these wheels powder coated. Looking good. Now we can make this thing a roller. Front suspension is all temporary right now. We're gonna set the motor and trans in here, see where it's sitting, see if I need to run lower spring rate or higher spring rate. But we're gonna set the motor in it, adjust ride height, set the cab on it, get everything set, and then we'll pull all this front suspension back to you out. Replace. They didn't send me the right tie rods. We had to put this old one back on. These are temporary.
All right, up next, we've got a set of JTXs, and these are for someone who most of you may know. They're for Lizzy off of Street Outlaws. So she wanted black with the candy color backs and windows. So the easiest way for us to do that is to get them black and machined from JTX. Super nice finish, and then we're just gonna add the candy color in the windows and wipe the black face. We'll be good to go. I'm excited to see how these turn out. So the color we're doing is Corky Pink. She really loved the color that was on my pink wheels on my silver Ford. So that's what she's getting, that's what we're doing. So basically what she wants, it's kind of hard to explain to someone that doesn't do two-tone powder coat, but if we were to start with a polished wheel, basically we'd have to powder coat it black and then suck all of this out with a little vacuum and like wipe the windows out. Whereas the typical process that we do is we wipe the flat surface. So that's what I'm gonna be doing now. But if we would have started with the polished wheel, it would have been a whole, do you get what I'm saying, Cap? You picking up what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Is it making sense?
Makes
Yeah.
way more sense.
So that's why we had JTX do the black, and then they went back through and machined out the black, and then we have the perfect polished surface for the candy color. So basically what I mean by that is if we were to do it the other way, we'd probably have like 40 hours in these wheels. So you definitely get a cleaner finish when this is all machined out, rather than if we were to just wipe it by hand and then to do 2 different wiping processes. So let's get into it.
Well, boys, I think the 950s are a little too stiff for this thing because it went down about 1/4 of an inch. So we're gonna set the cab on it, see what that does, and then we'll probably have to order new coil springs for it. All right, these Dodges are bad about these things getting full of leaves. So JC,
Holy shit.
a good thing we cut that hole.
You weren't getting nothing.
We were getting nowhere.
No.
So we were gonna take a gamble on the heater core, but after removing this cover here to try to clean this out, well, you can't see it. This is full antifreeze. So now we gotta drop the dash, pull this out, clean the condenser out, and change the heater core. So, what do you think, Cap?
Well, we were making good headway.
We were making really good progress, and now we're coming to a stop. So we got the old radio out. I ordered this new digital bullshit with Bluetooth. Got the factory harness wiring. We're just gonna wire this into this, plug it into the factory shit, and we'll be good to go. All right, so I pretty much got this wired up. Plug it into here. I just got to figure out where this ground goes because the factory side doesn't have a ground. And what are you guys doing over here?
That's a great question.
There was a creak while it was driving, so we're hurting with the squeak.
Go ahead.
Did you get shit unplugged?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Weight reduction.
Hell yeah, brother.
Well, good thing we pulled this condenser out because she's a little dirty. I think the heater core was shot too. New heater core, new condenser, clean the box, now it won't smell like 1989. Oh, this is a new porthole in case you gotta clean out more leaves.
Now the dash come back in.
Is it?
I don't know.
Is it?
But is it though?
Ethan, what are you doing over here?
Nothing illegal. Used car dealership around here, boy. We're gonna take it to Barrett.
We're gonna take it to Barrett Jackson. We're gonna run this on back to 0, and then it's like a brand new truck.
But we're not actually taking miles off.
We're adding miles.
We're putting miles on,
So are we lessening the value of the truck?
on 5 digits.
We're just out here putting the torque converter bolts in. And then I hear Lacey start screaming while yelling. Let's go see what she's talking about. What was you saying?
I said I'm having real sentimental moments right now cleaning the Kodiak.
Oh, yeah?
Well, come out here and look at my view, okay? You ready? First of all, she looks good, dripping wet, right? Everything always does. But it's about 75. I'm painting a picture right now. It's about 75 degrees outside. You got my very first tow rig here, and then in the background, my very
first banner
from my very first shop. And it's just like, this was one of the first like big things I ever did to a vehicle, even if it kind of looks like not that great. Bed runner, I mean, you know.
It's all coming full circle.
I'm sad. Like if I would have already replaced it, I'd probably just be like, screw it, we're keeping it.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be sad to see it go. Woo, she does look good though.